Okay, just that was the last bite of my dinner. It just, Gaurav, was so soon. We just barely had enough time to get our dinner done. Really sweetly making a meal out of Kings 11 Punjab today. Virat Kohli and his boys at RCB. My God, they've got a win, and it's not just to win. It is a big, big, big. Should I have a fourth one in there? Yeah?
They deserve it.
Both agree. Big win. So the four bigs there. Well, really, I mean, we've seen some one-sided games. Rarely one as one-sided as this, Zach.
Amazing. I think I have no words to describe this game. I think it was.
Well, that's it. We're done with the show then.
Complete performance.
Yeah.
Complete performance by RCB.
Yeah.
We can actually start talking about the next games now.
We really should, right, Michael?
Well, it's the Kings 11 that I concern myself with. The RCB are on a little bit of a momentum swing. Kings, don't know what's gone with them. They've lost every ounce of confidence that they had just a week or so ago. Lost too many games now. They're trying to find formulas. Clearly the confidence levels within the kind of combinations in the team aren't there. But that is what you call making a statement from RCB.
Yeah, they really did today. And Virat Kohli decided that he was going to make the statement himself by coming out to open the batting. And there's the predictions you heard on air, and the predictions you didn't hear were Zach had said they'll win by 10 wickets, which is exactly what they did. Yeah, Michael?
Yeah.
You're a witness to that. There you go. Getting the job done, Virat Kohli and Parthiv Patel, both in fantastic form. Really just, I mean, they were toying with the bowlers. The bowlers just had no, it was pretty much chanceless, wasn't it, Zach? I mean, there's really, as you said, there's really not much to say. It was just complete domination from them. But as Michael is saying, real sort of worry stations for Kings 11 Punjab. 5 losses out of the previous 6.
Well, I mean, this kind of a game can actually work as a shock value.
Oh,
so this kind of a shock kind of just shakes the team up, and you suddenly realize that, okay, now you have to pull up your socks. No one needs to tell anything about after this kind of performance. Everyone must be hurting. So the next game becomes crucial. From this kind of performance, either a team comes out real strong, or they just get deteriorated further.
Yeah.
So that's
they
something
don't have much time, because they take a flight. They get on a plane tomorrow and to Mumbai, and then they play Mumbai day after.
Well, 6 games ago, they kind of had a cigar in the mouth. They were through. They got so many points, and sometimes with the team you can kind of just relax a little bit because you think you've made it. You're in the kind of final 4. What they have to do now is get to that desperation stage. There's no other option now. They've got no other option. Like the RCB team, they have no other option but to play aggressive, be strong, enjoy cricket, try and hit the ball out the ground, try and bowl a few tricks when you get the ball in hand, take a few flying catches, go out there and enjoy the game. You know what, you might end up playing a lot better than they have done today, because that looks to me like the RCB team with the last 2 games. Virat's probably said, look, we've got no other option but to be aggressive, be attacking, and you know what, they've got 2 wins doing it. The Kings 11 has got to do exactly the same as what the RCB team has done in the last 2 games.
Zach, middle of the tournament, after Kings 11 had got all those points in the first few games and they sort of raced to those 12 points, they had a 6 or 7 day, almost like a week's break. Once they've come back from that, they seem to have left their form and their confidence back at home.
Where did they go?
You don't want to go there. Don't send anybody there, because they obviously flew over the Bermuda Triangle of confidence, didn't they? Because it's disappeared.
Certainly looks like this.
Yeah.
I think, we've seen it in the past as well in IPL, that teams have gotten onto winning momentum and they've gotten onto a losing kind of role as well, which does happen. I think it's just to do with the whole environment in the camp as well. I think suddenly sometimes you start doubting your abilities, and things don't go your way, and then one thing leads to another. So that's something which we've seen it in the past in IPL, that teams who have especially got into winning role and qualified for the playoffs. Here it's gone the other way for Kings 11, and the main reason is their middle order. I mean, I keep going back to that middle order of Kings 11 Punjab, because that's something which has been a concern even though they were winning matches.
Yeah.
So their bowling has been consistent. Mujibur Rahman obviously was playing a crucial role there. Andrew Tye has been amongst wickets. So they've been doing a decent job with the ball. Ankit Rajput has been having a good season. But the game which they played against Sunrisers Hyderabad, I think that cost them dearly. I think that certainly dented their confidence, and I think from that game on they've been just kind of struggling with batting. I think.
Where's the next game? What venue?
I think it's Mumbai. For Kings 11,
right? They
need
to get away from indoor.
Yeah, they do. In fact,
they need to get away quick tonight.
They take a flight tomorrow morning to Mumbai.
Don't even stay in the hotel tonight. Get here quickly.
Just get on a bus.
Yeah, just get out of there
drive.
Because they've got bad vibes. They've got bad kind of systems in place at that place. They need to get out of there quickly. Get to Mumbai, get in the hotel room, get in the team and goes, right, what happened 2 weeks ago? We were playing good cricket. Let's get back to that.
Yeah. You're talking about shock value of today. They had a bit of a shock a couple of days ago as well, getting hammered for 245. So they've had like 2 big shocks in a row. If this doesn't wake them up, means
they're on the ropes.
But the good news for them is they're playing in 1KD, and 1KD track is individual brilliance can win you a game there.
Yeah.
So that's something which they will be looking at. I think someone like KL Rahul or Chris Gayle or Aaron Finch. Aaron Finch showed some signs today. So on those that kind of a wicket, just one performance can win you a game, and that's something which Kings 11 key players need to look at. It's not going to be easy for sure.
The IPL it's like a boxing battle, isn't it? I know there's 14 rounds, not 12, but you just get a sense with the Kings that for the first 6 rounds they were jabbing nicely, weren't they? And kind of winning on points. And then all of a sudden last year they've been blasted against the ropes. I don't know if they can come back. I think they're a bit wobbly on the feet.
But now with 2 games left, the gloves are off for Kings 11 Punjab. It's going to be a bare-fisted fight if they want to get it done. Let's have a look at the points table. They've moved out of the top 4 for the first time, right? They're not there anymore. They moved to number 5, and you've got RR and KKR above them. One of them's going to stay there tomorrow. One of them's going to move even further away because they're playing each other tomorrow. And have a look a little below. Have a look at what RCB has done to their net run rate with the win today. They've gone to plus 2-1. They were negative before this game started. Yeah. Michael, they finished it in 8.1 overs, which is smack in the middle of Zaheer and my guess. I said 7.2, you said 9. We'll call it a tie.
GK, you deserve it. Today you deserve it. You called it, I think. Yeah. You called it 82.
And you ordered some nice food for dinner.
I've had a good day today, haven't I?
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep well. Also, I'm going to take a little bit of cash from these guys when I go. Just a little bit. And pick some lottery numbers with that money. Tomorrow's game. Well, it's a lottery for one of these teams, and for the other team, throw the ticket away because it's going to be trouble. The Kolkata Knight Riders and the Rajasthan Royals in Kolkata. Now remember the Rajasthan Royals yesterday. What a great game at the Wankhede. A lot of confidence from that they will take into KKR. And KKR, I mean the fact is that KKR is a good team. This is a good team with the 11. Obviously their concern has been that if they had injuries, they didn't have that much of a squad, or the reserve wasn't that big. But a good sign from the previous game is that Andrew Russell actually did bowl 4 overs, and they will be super happy about that.
Yeah, he bowled 4 overs, having been on the ground about 4 times as well. So I don't think he's fit. He struck a few nice balls as well, so he got his batting eye back in. Look, KKR are a good team, no question, and the Fortress Calcutta venue, Eden Gardens, they're very difficult to beat. Their record there is fantastic. Got a good bowling attack. It's all on the day. I mean, they're up against the Rajasthan team, the form team, or the form player, should I say, in Josh Butler. And you'd always sense that, can Josh Butler's kind of form continue? Can he carry on, get another 50 at the top of the order? Yeah. Can he be knocked out again in a game of T20 cricket, having opened the batting? That can't carry on forever with the way that he plays. He's just such a risk taker, which is great to see. But you feel that one day that one of those middle order players of the Rajasthan Royals will have to get them out of potentially not the best start that they've had in the last 2 or 3 games, and whether it's tomorrow night, whether it's the game after, one thing's for sure is it's pressure time.
You did say yesterday that Rajasthan Royals should put Joss Butler as one of the owners of the team. In fact, Ramesh Srivats from Fandromeda, who we had as a guest on our show last week, tweeted out last night right after the show. I checked it. He said they should rename the team Rajasthan Royals. Rajasthan Royals. Mr. Srivats, we bow down to you. Well done. That was quick reaction time. That was very well done. Your thoughts on Rajasthan Royals taking confidence from yesterday's game into Eden Gardens tomorrow?
Well, I see one change in that playing 11 for sure. I think Darcy Short will certainly miss out, and they'll probably go with Ish Sodhi in this game, and that will bring about, I think, two changes. They might then rest Shreyas Gopal and get probably either Rahul Tripathi or Prashant
Chopra. One of them. They don't have that many Indian batsmen.
So that's the possible change for tomorrow. But I think on Eden's wicket, this bowling lineup will have a ball. They'll really enjoy bowling on this track. Ben Stokes looked good in the last game. Jofra Archer, they got 4 quicks and Stuart Binney to support. So I think they can actually just continue with the seam option on that track, and that wicket does help seam up bowlers. So I think that's something which will be interesting to watch in tomorrow's game.
Yeah, and the good thing for Rajasthan, their games are coming quick and fast. On this winning run, it's great when you're winning. You don't feel the aches and pains in your body. You just get on the plane, get to the next venue. Right, let's go again. On the other hand, someone like Kings, they'll be feeling every single ache and pain in their body at this stage, because when you lose, you do get that extra bit of pain in the body. But
they didn't spend that much time on the field today to get any aches and pains.
No, they didn't. But they'll certainly be hurting upstairs, because they'll know that they've been frazzled mentally as much as obviously their skill levels. It's a mental game. Even T20 cricket, it tests the mental capacity of any player, and the Kings 11's teams. For some reason, after that break, it's I don't know where they went, but it must have been hot, because the brains got frazzled.
Faded. Had to put that in somewhere. Well, so just one thing before we move on to KKR about Rajasthan Royals. I'm sure we're all in agreement. The openers are Jos Buttler and Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Unanimously.
I can't see Darcy playing. So again, it's got a little bit of pace. It's the one venue that's just been zipping through quite nicely. So you'd fancy someone with such a good technique in Ajinkya Rahane just to play and just stand up and play orthodox cricket strokes. And I've seen quite a few orthodox players score some nice scores at that venue. So I'd say just go out and bat. And as I said last night, give one to Josh. Josh, you have a go.
Yeah.
You carry on with your form.
Yeah, you do that. Zach, they also have a player called Klaassen, who we saw in South Africa. Big hitter, of course. They tried to make him open the innings in the first game that he did, because Rajasthan just likes sending people up to open. So they did that there. He's a good middle order option as well. I mean, we've been talking about yesterday, why Darcy Short, why not get in Klaassen here so that Rahane can be at the top with Buttler.
The call which they'll have to take is basically they want strength in the batting lineup or
the bowling.
They go with the
batting is
tried and tested formula, because Ish Sodhi, whatever games he's got, he's done some good performances.
Yeah.
So I think that's something which RR should stick to. It's always good to bring a player back as soon as you see the opportunity. You thought, okay, a Mumbai track, you need strength in the batting order. You want to get to that 200 mark. So you played Darcy Short. But I think in KKR you can afford to just strengthen that bowling as well a little bit, because it's a tricky track. I mean, you've seen the help for the spinners as well. KKR has been playing with 3 spinners. So that's something.
Klaassen's renowned as a really good player of spin. So when he went to the top of the order, I was really surprised, because he's renowned for South Africa batting in the middle and playing all these trick shots against the spin. That is one option they may go tomorrow, because of Narayan and Kuldeep Yadav being so good. They might just throw him in the middle to try and combat the spin in those middle overs. But they could also go with the Ish Sodhi and go, right, we'll play an extra spinner, because we know it's going to be quite a positive thing to do as well. I'd be flicking I wouldn't know which way to go. I'd have to get to the venue and have a look, because either way you could argue for and against for both players coming in for Darcy. I just don't see Darcy playing.
Yeah.
And the weather forecast is also not that great, so that also might play a crucial role in deciding that playing 11 for sure for tomorrow's game, because
it's meant to rain in the daytime, and it's hopefully going to clear by the evening, but you never know. You always end up getting the rain playing spoil sport, not just to one game, but as a result to the entire table and then the entire qualification process. So
what happens to the table if it rains? What happens to the table
if it's a washed out game?
We'll show you the table, and I'll tell you what happens if it's a washed out game, right? So it becomes 1 point each for the two of them, right? Which means that both KKR and RR then go to 13 points, right?
You didn't have a 15-point scenario earlier, did
We
you?
didn't have a 15-point scenario. We should think of one tomorrow.
We might have to.
We should. Well, we will need things to talk about if it rains. So that's the thing we have for tomorrow. Let's have a look at the KKR lineup as well. And the KKR lineup has not been making that many changes. Of course, they also have a smaller squad than a lot of the other teams, but just with 19 players, but they've been playing with a core of 14-15 players. And there you go. You saw Jabon Searles. Have I said his name right now?
I think you got it right.
I think, yeah.
I liked him.
Yevon Searles.
Yevon, yeah.
Yevon.
I liked him a lot. I thought
He was just in the game. He gave away a lot of runs when he was bowling,
Yeah,
but he was just
cool.
in the. He was in the game.
He looked cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how good he is, but he looked cool.
You got to have one guy who looks cool in the team.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
KKR has been making that just one change. You know, they tried Mitchell Johnson, then Curran came back, then Mitchell Johnson played, then Curran played, and I think
Then Mitchell, then Curran, then Mitchell, then Curran, then Mitchell, then Curran.
Yeah. And now,
But
Searles.
who's due a go then? That means Curran comes in, does he?
I don't know.
Was it
They've
Mitchell?
added this. They've thrown this third one into the musical chairs, and we don't know how to decode this anymore.
It depends on which one gets around the chairs quick enough.
Yeah. Cameron
I think
Delport.
he'll be quick.
Cameron Delport has not got a game as yet. Prasidh Krishna, of course, has got picked on the India A tour as well, so he must be feeling good and confident. So you don't. I mean, have you seen Prasidh Krishna before this? Had you seen him, or you just saw him in the IPL the first
Just
time?
in the IPL, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's been impressive. Nice tall arm action, getting good bounce, and he's been handling the pressure well. I think, you know, that one thing which stood out is his temperament. You know, he was very unfrazzled by the whole IPL crowd pressure. You know, that does play a part, I think, and he's been playing in Karnataka Premier League, so that hasn't really got any exposure in terms of playing in front of big crowds. And Eden is a big ground, big stadium, a lot of people, and a lot of emotions actually from the crowd. So, you know, he's been dealing it with it well.
Okay, well, so that's going to be tomorrow's game, which is KKR and RR. Lots of R's tomorrow. Right now, it is our turn to reveal the answer to Joy Factor and, of course, the winner for today. So let's show you the question once again, remind you of the question. As of now, who's the only person to have played for 3 different IPL teams and coached 2 different ones? It's a fairly simple one. We had a few answers saying Ricky Ponting. No, he's only coached 2 teams and played for 2. We are talking about Brad Hodge. He's been with... You're wondering what KTK is? That's Kochi Tuskers. If you remember, that was a long time back. Kochi Tuskers, Rajasthan Royals, Kolkata Knight Riders. He, of course, was the coach for Gujarat Lions last year. And he's Kings 11 Punjab this year. So, there you go. A lot of people said Virender Sehwag as well, but wasn't. Was not. He's played for Delhi and Punjab. Has he played for a 3rd team? He didn't play for a
Delhi and Punjab, yeah.
Delhi and Punjab. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And coached
Also-
one team.
Also, he's not really the
Kings.
coach of... Technically, he's not the coach, right?
Yeah,
He's the mentor.
He's a mentor, isn't
Yeah.
he? He's like the Shane Warne version.
Yeah.
Warne is a mentor.
Yeah. But only that we was there for every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he stayed for tomorrow's game. He was meant to go last night, Warne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's posted a tweet saying he's staying. The management have asked him to stay on, so he'll be in Calcutta.
Oh, okay. And then he'll leave after that game.
I reckon if they win, he might stay.
He might stay. Excellent. The winner for today's Joy Factor question is... Nagaraj. Congratulations, Nagaraj. Naga25 French. That is a really, really strange Twitter handle, my friend. You may want to explain that to us. But till then, of course, congratulations. You are the winner for today of our Joy Factor. And we spoke to Joy yesterday and we said, make this one a little easier, and he did. So tomorrow we'll make it just slightly tougher. You think?
Yeah, that was easy.
That was
Even
easy.
I got that one.
I think we all got that one. Well, okay, listen, that's all we have time for today. It's feeling a little strange leaving this early, isn't it?
Yeah, I might just stay for an hour or so.
Let's just cross our feet and just sit down.
GK got so excited that he's been using tomorrow word more often
Yeah.
in today's show.
Yeah, today we can say it tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, if you guys want to get
happy with
comfortable,
your socks?
nice socks, aren't they?
Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
Socks,
Just show them
shoes.
to the camera. Just give the camera a little float with the socks. Look at those.
I can put my foot on the red table because it is mine. There you go. I should have got a little endorsement deal for that.
He's got 8 colors in that. All
noticed he likes
all
those.
the IPL colors.
Just all of them, yeah.
For playoffs, he'll have a different pair
Yeah,
with 4 colors.
a rainbow and a kaleidoscope collided, and then that's how I got my pairs of socks. Gentlemen, you want to take... Zach, you're not going to be here tomorrow.
No.
No? So do you want to... Just a little bit of a estimate of who's going to win tomorrow? Who do you think is looking stronger for tomorrow?
I think KKR.
KKR? You say game KKR tomorrow?
Rajasthan are my team.
You've got Rajasthan?
Yeah, they're my team.
Yeah. Nice.
Mr.
Well,
Butler.
Huh?
Mr. Butler.
Yeah, you've got
Butler and Stokes.
Butler and
Well,
Stokes.
Stokes is on his last game, so he has to do something.
Yeah.
He's bowling well, he needs some runs. Get some runs, Butler will just carry on the way that he does. You know, ground's not big enough for Eden Gardens.
No ground is big enough for Butler when he hits it.
Nah, not when he strikes it.
It really is not. All right, listen, it's time for us to go. The problem is that, our taxis won't be here for another hour, but I don't know, maybe we'll just polish the red table till then and keep ourselves busy. But I'd like to thank my two guests, Zaheer Khan and Michael Vaughan. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you for being here. A big thank you to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tweeting. Thank you for all the feedback that you sent. It's really heartwarming for us, and all the suggestions that you send, we try to incorporate them as well. So keep tweeting to us, #Cricbuzz Live. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be seeing you at 7:30 in the evening like we always do. From me, Gaurav Kapur, and the rest of our crew, it's good night.